Hello guys, this is Sadok here. I'll make a proper introduction in a few seconds. Uh, just need to take a look at some settings and we can start. And just like you know very well, it's not like anything interesting enough will happen in the next 10 minutes. Try to put some music, hopefully not too loud.
Hey, wake up.
Okay. Okay. Should be fine. Okay, so let's get started. There's a bit more action here. Not too much though, it's still pretty early. So now that everyone's hopefully watching me, let's introduce the teams. Sorry for choosing the Polish language, by the way. Hope it's not too great of a problem. You can see teams are like, let me see, the bottom team seems to be Ista with Max S on the left, Boss, Baratheon and Bullet, while the top team is PN, Centurion, Dima, Raketa and Desti. For those that don't know, the game is played on a Wall of Justice. Regarding the chances of whoever is gonna win this game, it's kinda tricky. To be honest, in the second semi-final, Beat versus 300 FPS, even if Beat was pretty good team and spam-wise they had a pretty strong army and it was obvious they will have a lot of army, I was still confident, really confident about 300 FPS and the fact that they're probably gonna win. Which eventually happened, but it was quite close. The armies were close at least. But in this case, there's no clear winner for me. Most people I asked before the game would say that PN has a bigger chance of winning. I can agree, but not that much. I mean, these teams are pretty much on the same level, I'd say. Not sure about Max S. We'll see how he plays today. If he plays pretty well, because I didn't see him for some time, it might be probably since the last time he played in the tournament. Might be a nice game. I have my doubts about Baratheon a little bit. Both boss. You might remember his previous tournament, but it was the only single time when when I saw him screw up a game was the final of the previous tournament. So I'm pretty sure boss will do his best and it will be pretty good. And definitely the brightest point of their team is Bullet. No wonder he's playing the power lock. He can make amazing army here. I can't wait to see what he makes today. But I can spam pretty well. I think nowadays he's a pretty stable player and makes quite nice armies. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure both teams are using TeamSpeak, so the communication should be pretty nice. Still, maybe it will be a bit better for the top team, because we have 3 Russian players here and 1 Ukrainian, who can also speak Russian, obviously. Senti, this is a nice comeback. I think, I'm not sure if he was probably unsure if he'll be able to play any more games, but I'm really happy to see him back here. Pretty nice player. Pretty nice person, I mean a pretty good player as well. Dima can always spam very well. You know, looking at the top, I'm starting to think the top might be a bit better, but much depends on Rakieta and Testy and how they perform today. These 2 players are really old players. At least a few years of experience in this pro player community, pro player part of the Nazi Merchants community. Desti is quite a good general, same with Senti. Rakieta is not sure about general, because you know there's a bit of a language barrier. He knows English, but it's sometimes not enough. Maybe to exactly say what he means, but it's good enough. But I think with Russian only speaking team, he should have no problem at all. There's also Dima. I rarely play with him, to be honest. I saw quite a few games from him, and he's pretty nice addition to this team. A good spammer. Nice to see him on the power rock. I'm also wondering what he can make. I remember he joined pretty recently, maybe a half a year ago or maybe a year ago, I'm not sure, but thing I noticed was that he started spamming almost right away. I didn't see you know, a longer period of learning how to play. It was pretty instant. So we'll see how it goes today. 20 minutes of the game passed already. Let's see, Max says still no Iron Mine, but obviously it's a bit tricky here. Looks like boss, even despite the fact that his iron is pretty close, not too bad, I mean. You can see he had to deal with other stuff first. Make a good enough wood production, for example. Take care about his gold as well. Few farms. You can see he's gonna have pretty nice separation here. Seems like he's planning to make farms in the middle though, and probably the base on the top and bottom, which might be a bit surprising. I mean, I'd think he's gonna take some of this space for the woodcutters, but doesn't seem like that. Maybe he'll make some on the left later. Nevertheless, there's plenty of space here. You can see he's making his fifth one on the right, two cutting ones here. Might mean we'll make something on the edges of the city later. There's not a lot of space for woodcutters here though. They're not gonna work that well, I think. So he's gonna need to build a bit more. Second party on already got an iron mine. Working hard to advance with it. Maybe it's not that fast. We could try to make a quick comparison in a second, by the way, about ironing teams. There's a bit of traffic jam here. Not too bad though. This lock is tricky, you can see there's not a lot of space above the storehouse. But then you don't make, usually you don't make many buildings on the top here, so it shouldn't be too hard to deal with this area well. By the way, I'm not sure why people don't try to make the stone mason on the left here, so they can make an extra shortcut there, for example, and the sawmill on the right, because you have enough space here to do that right away, I think. And it's basically the same. Like the distance is not much greater. It will be good enough for at least until peacetime. You can see there's plenty of space for cutting, for planting trees here, and the base can be a little more compact quite easily. Like you look at it and you know how you want to build more or less. You want to use this space for the core of the city and the edges here for woodcutters. You can see this is interesting but not unexpected maybe. He's choosing the left side iron, even despite this one. Looking at the way he's building, it might be better. You can also try something like farms here or even there, and iron production there. But it kind of screws up your base, the way the road work is working. I think this might be more interesting to see. And it might work better, but we'll judge that later, I guess. Might be the smelter guy, by the way. Oh, yeah. Right about time. Okay, I'm pretty sure the delay I mean the stream just started, so I'll use this short moment to send the links on TeamSpeak. Just give me a second. So, looks like there are some lags here. The stream is lagging out a little bit. I apologize for that. It's trying to set something up. Just a second here.
Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched.
Okay, I'm here. So let's get focus back on the game. Sorry for a little break. There we go. I think might be a nice time to take a look at top. Senti with 5 rounds, spamming the coal mines right now. I don't think he has a lot of them right now. Doesn't look too good. But there's still plenty of time. He has 4. Something's not working well. Why, but I lagged out a little bit. Okay, anyway. Okay, it's not me lagging, so it's nice. Like I said, coal mines isn't that great for 4 buildings. It will be kinda fine, but you can see he's making like 3 buildings at once. And whoa, this is strange. Okay, he has got which location is that? Yeah, there's another mountain here. It's a pretty strange way of building here. I mean, that's not how I built the farms, but there's something nice about it, I think. You can see the woodcutters are mainly on the right side. There's a little one here. He's trying to steal as much space as he can. This lock is pretty tight on space, as you probably noticed. So you have to count the tiles really well. You can't make a big base here. It's almost impossible to fit more than 6 farms. And of course making all the production you need. I'm a bit worried about his call, and I guess we'll see later how it goes, but so far you can see there's some problems here, like stuff is stuck in the farms. Needs like 2 more buildings. Okay, maybe. Well, it has 5 farms, so it will work for 4 buildings for shorter term. Maybe even for long term. Yeah, I should be fine. Almost fine. Needs one more, maybe. Anyway, Aketa with 6 farms. This lock is not that big either, but you can see you can at least plant some trees, you know. There's a little more space here, I think. And so far, not that great on coal mines either. Okay. I'll take a really short break too, then.
Hey, wake up.
Okay. I'm here. And the nut should be here as well, maybe.
Sound resumed.
We should be back here in a few minutes. So let's take a quick look. Seems to me like top team is kind of, I don't know, only Raketa is the only guy who doesn't seem to have to fuel coal mines at the moment. Maybe there's something wrong with my judgment today, I don't know. He might have even a bit too many, like you can see here, but that's probably not the worst thing. His buildings are a bit late though. Seems like a pretty nice small base, but just 20 minutes, a bit late. I don't know. Yeah, Dima doesn't seem to be too bad. I mean, eight coal mines could be worse. You can see the buildings are all full, so it should be fine as well. But Dusty with 4, yeah, it's okay. It's kind of fine. And Sentinel has a bit more, but I'm afraid. Well, okay, there's still 20 minutes. Maybe I'm exaggerating a bit. He should have about 30 iron this way. Yeah, I'll see what I can do about the mic. Maybe I can make the volume a bit lower because I see it's been getting too high. Okay. Not sure what's the problem, but it might be better now. Sorry about the echo. I think it might have been a bit too loud.
Hey, Shadow.
Hello. Is my mic alright? Because some people told me there's a problem with my microphone.
On TeamSpeak I can hear you really well.
Yeah, and I tested in OBS and it seemed fine. So I'm not sure what the problem. I made the volume a bit lower, maybe. Okay, I'll lower it a bit more. Can you say something?
Yeah, and I hope this time they can hear me alright as well.
Yeah, should be fine.
Because because the last time you increased my volume at some point, but they still said that they couldn't hear me that well.
Okay.
So is anything weird happening? I didn't the bases yet. Any weird strategies?
Not really. Seems like so far from what I saw, almost everyone is going good old bows and swords and some horses, apart maybe from Dima.
Oh, Bullet already has 10 horses, and it's like a lot of time
Yeah.
left.
Well, it's Bullet, it's his own map, the power lock. What else you need to know? It's kind of like we should expect this to happen. I think.
I think we actually spectated a game from him on the stock before, didn't we?
Maybe not with me. Last game you probably spectated with someone was with Sim against my team. And it was the same map, yeah. So must
Oh
have
yeah,
been that
yeah,
game. Yeah. It was. I was in that game, but I wasn't on spec, obviously.
yeah, yeah. Bullet was his location.
Hmm.
I think Boris Lock is the hardest on the map. The one I like the least.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky, but I like the way he's building it. You know, I always praise people for separating woodcutters and farms, and you can see he made all the farms on the edge of the map and the woodcutters on the right. There's a bit of a waste space on the far right, but I guess he could move his woodcutters a bit to the right more, but maybe it's not that important. Like,
Well, Max S has a really risky barracks placement.
oh yeah, indeed.
Ah.
I don't get this idea. Well, he can make some nice defense here, so maybe that's not gonna be much of a problem. But it's indeed pretty strange.
I mean, I like to, like, in case you get attacked, you don't instantly lose your bricks.
Yeah, could make it somewhere here, even.
How do you feel about this map in general?
I have some bad memories because I lost the tournament game here. But being completely serious, it's a pretty interesting front here. Depending on what the players want to achieve. Sometimes it's a bit too campy, sometimes it's very interesting with people moving between the fronts. Kind of reminds me of Final Frontier, but there's some differences. The front works more or less similar, but we don't have any bridges and stuff like this. So there's less militia raids, it's just moving your big armies back and forth and moving horses on the entire map, because there's quite a bit of a distance in the middle here.
I think in general, when I'm building a town, I always prefer when my city goes downwards. So, like for the top locations, everything you build, you're building it downward. So your barracks is usually on the bottom side of your base.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, this barracks is like on the bottom side of his base. And I always feel like serfs work better that way when they move downwards instead of when they have to move upwards. I think in general, when your city goes downwards, you have less traffic.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how it works with barracks. I never really thought about it too much when it comes to different buildings. On some locks, here is a nice example. It's probably better to place your stonemasons below the stone, but that's not really related to what you are talking about, like you can see here, for example.
In terms of stone, it's always nice to have it as centralized as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But this kind of stone, this is really good because this, like your serfs doesn't have to don't have to walk really far.
Yeah. It's a bit of a tricky spot though. Not sure if this is a coincidence that there's a bit of a traffic jam here.
Traffic jam where?
There was one on this long road there.
Oh, okay.
There's quite some traffic here, you can still see, but
Seems like Max S is having some booms. Goals full, farms full, woodcutters are full.
you didn't see Santi's base before. Looked pretty similar, of course a bit earlier, but it seemed to me like Santi was a bit slow, especially with coal mines. I'm starting to change my mind, however. Seems like he'll easily have about 30. Oh, wow. I think he should have about 30 iron without too much problem.
I think for having 10 minutes left, I think Bullet has a lot in his barracks.
Yeah, I'd happily take this army like for granted after 60 minutes, and he still has 10 minutes. It's pretty nice. It's really hard to play against someone with such a huge army with so many horses. He can basically beat 2 players with this if he's lucky. Maybe not against these players, wouldn't be so sure, but it's pretty nice.
I think he's gonna start adding some bikes. Yeah. So he needs a lot of recruits, and it seems like he will have them. Has 3 gold mines.
Does he have 3 gold smelters? No.
No, it just because the middle one is gonna run out.
Yeah, but I was wondering maybe he made a 3rd one just to get a bit more recruits. Not sure if he needs a lot of recruits though. Yes.
Yeah,
I
he
guess
does.
enough.
Because he's gonna make bikes now, so
I mean, he has plenty already. He's like he doesn't have to catch up, you know. He has the right amount for what he has right now, so he should probably be having enough recruits without a problem on peacetime. Pretty nice army, really. We can try to compare with Dima. Seems a bit different, and well, doesn't seem like he has. I don't understand how his weapons are working. The iron weapons, I mean. Take a
yeah,
look.
it's weird to see that he doesn't have shields.
Ah, okay. He made no shields, and now he started making them in all the three buildings here. So he kind of counted these first 20 ammos for the pikes. It's like 6
Yeah,
minutes.
but I think you're better off making the swords first and being sure that you have the swords, and then doing pikes like this.
He's working with one early, I guess it's early, weaponsmithing. That's some way you can do this, I guess. Still, the army isn't that bad. I mean, much depends on how many he can make, how many armors and shields right now from 3 buildings, because I don't really know the numbers for this. Almost never see this.
So he needs to start making towers, but he's busy with other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he doesn't plan to win. I don't know.
But in general, I feel like this could be a really long game.
Yeah. I'm hoping not too long, that would be nice.
Like, most of the time these ones don't really attack too much, like either team. Plays a bit more on the defensive side, I think.
Which team you were talking about right now?
Both of the teams. Both Eastar and PN are like not really players that attack a lot,
I see.
in my opinion.
Well, I wouldn't bet on them attacking right away in this game, because I think they realize that both teams are on pretty much same level. Like I said before, most people, and you probably will agree with this opinion, say PN is a bit better, but I don't think there's too much of a difference. It can go both ways.
Yeah.
Unless someone screws up, of course, but I don't know about Max S. Not too amazing army. not amazing. Like about 30 leather, 1 horse, 21 swordman. This is
Yeah, he had
not good
he had
for
a lot
this.
of stuff. He had a lot of stuff storing up earlier.
Yeah, now you
When I
can see.
pointed out the farms and the woodworks and the coal, like everything being full is never good.
Yeah, I was a bit late with something. So that's how it looks like right now. Boss, not too bad. The iron could be a bit better maybe, but 4 horses, quite some leather. It's like, for this level I'd say this is average good.
Yeah,
not so sure
iron is a
about,
bit low.
yeah, not so sure about Baratheon though. About 50 troops
Yeah,
on peacetime.
I really hate this location.
Yeah,
I know that it's I know that it's difficult to play there. At least for me it is.
nice to
So
see a few horses, yeah.
if I was playing this location and I had me, I would be fine with it. Just because of. But this base is like a ghost town.
Yeah, a bit on the empty side. He's making some vineyards now. Maybe it will help him a bit. I always thought about Bara as that guy who doesn't really care about food. Anyway, Bullet has pretty nice troops. Like 20 knights almost. 18 so far.
A lot of bows.
50, yeah, 50 balls. 20
So this was what I meant
pikes.
with his records, because he's gonna end up needing more than 90
Yeah,
records.
Indeed. Anyway,
That,
1 minute
that's
left.
why I put it out.
1 minute left, so let's quickly take a look at the barracks on the top two. Desti, 5 horses, quite nice iron, not too bad. But leather could be a bit
great
better.
army.
Ah, come on.
Really nice from Marquetta.
Raketa, really nice. 11 horses, yeah, pretty nice leather. Senti, okay, pretty nice leather, but oh, he lacks a bit of weapons and recruits as well. And I didn't manage to take a look at Dima's army, which was pretty interesting, but we'll still have like 10 seconds to do that. So,
Yeah.
but I think Dima was a bit worse than Bullet, especially regarding horses.
No, I managed to check out Dima's army just at the end there, and it looked like everything came together nicely.
Mhm.
And
So-
he had the
Yeah.
amount of records. I think he had like 90 records.
So far it looks like the top has better spam, and the bottom has Bullet.
Yeah.
And that's how we can sum it up in one sentence. So yeah, it seems like PN is a bit better, and there's not
But,
much the bottom can gain in the fight, because it's pretty same level or a bit better for the top team.
Yeah, but I would say that Desta and Centurion both didn't have like an insane army, so
Yeah.
like they're pretty even in armies.
Okay. Maybe Bullet
Just
makes it a bit even.
because Bullet has so much, like he.
Pretty scary. Senti needs a bit more recruits. Should kind of even out, but like we said, nothing amazing from Bara and especially Max S.
No, I don't think Max S had like the worst army ever. I'm gonna check it out just when it starts, but it
Yeah,
wasn't like
okay.
the worst.
I mean, not for this level. For this level, I'd say it would be nice if he had a bit more playing against PM.
But especially, I think Raketa really impressive. A really nice army.
Yeah. I never really played Location 6. the one Raketa's playing, if I remember the number correctly. So I don't know what to say about it, like about its strengths and downsides, but from from looking at it, it looks like it's pretty small, and there might be some space problems. Maybe pretty similar to Location 7, which Senti is playing. Maybe you have some opinion on Raketa's lock, if you're more familiar with it.
No, I didn't play it that much, but
Mm.
I remember when I was spectating your game that it went really really on that lock. And yeah, it's a tricky one, but I don't know too much about it.
Okay.
I don't play this map too much.
Really?
Like a War of Justice, we don't really play it that much anymore, and
Yeah, maybe it's kind of a shame. I mean, uh, kind of reminds me of Back in the Desert in the way that I always loved to play the logs there, because they were a bit different. Sometimes they were OP, sometimes they were like uh, a bit strange, like Location 7 here. I don't know.
yeah, I really don't like Battlefield of Back in the Desert.
Yeah, of course. On Back in Desert, if the Battlefield was better, we'd probably still play this shit. It was like
Yeah,
our go-to map, like Richland, back in the day when everyone had a bit less army and the games were a bit more campy. The maps were a bit more campy, you know. We used to play Border Rivers then as well, so back in Desert was
yeah.
way better those times.
When I joined, guys, like I wasn't as early as well, like you and Toe or whatever.
Mhm.
And when I joined, you guys were already not playing Border Rivers anymore. I don't think I've ever played that map.
Yeah, it was
And
popular very long time ago.
yeah, and even back in the desert, it was already like when I joined, it was mostly like Richland time.
Hmm.
I think I joined in like 2014 or whatever, and I guess you guys played Border Rivers and back in the desert mostly, whatever it was, 2012, 2013.
Exactly. Maybe even more like 2012. Well, okay, 2013, because I'm not sure if I was here in 2012. Maybe like in the second half, not like. Still, whoever wins this, I still think it's like whichever team wins, they're not gonna have that much chance against 300 FPS. I don't know. I mean, I can't see Star winning over 300 FPS. Maybe there's some chance for the Russian slash Ukrainian team, with their hopefully excellent communication, pretty nice army. You can see today they're not that far off from what 300 FPS could make, I think. Uh, we also don't know who will play in the final from 300 FPS side, because a lot depends on it as well. We all know that Brovar, Cochise, and Mexican T are like on a very high level. Not sure about Cochise anymore. Sometimes he's not that stable. Uh, and then we have Max B on Yahoo, which are still pretty good. They could easily play in both those teams we see today, but they don't give as much advantage to their team as the other players. So I'm like I don't know whether PN or the 300 FPS would have more army in a direct game, and I guess we might find out if PN wins today.
Yeah, I'm watching back your stream and there's some weird noise with your mic.
Okay, that's too bad.
And I think you should really put up my volume like quite a lot.
Okay, let's do it the other way. I'll just make myself a bit more silent. But I wasn't on spec, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Mox's army is not that bad. It's okay.
Dima 15 horses, 20 pikes. Yeah, pretty much same stuff as Bullet, I'd say. Maybe even a bit better because of the recruits. Yeah, that's pretty nice. A bit less horses, but like 3 horses, that's no difference really. 3 or whatever. Yeah, so Dima also pretty nice, which makes it a bit more complicated. A bit less chance for the star, I'd say. Okay. Let's see how they scout. Uh,
This opening seems to be fallen about by Mox.
it's good to at least try to go there. Even if your enemy should block you right away, just like Santi is doing here. Or was. What's the deal here? Seems like they're trying to catch Dima. Not the best position, but I think he'll manage to go away. It would be a bit easier to defend behind those mountains here, but then there's quite a lot of troops from the bottom team here. It's a shame they didn't try to attack, maybe. What do you think?
No, I think they shouldn't. Like, he would be going in a snake over this rock.
Okay, I see. Still, it was like almost 4 versus 1. In a
He's
very bad
emptying
position there.
towers.
Whoa! Pretty interesting towers from Bulat.
Like, they were actually mostly filled,
Mm-hmm.
but I just emptied them.
Destiny doesn't seem to have a lot of bows. Oh, a lot of army.
Yeah, Desta and Centurion didn't have a lot.
Oh, indeed. No melee from Destiny?
Smoke.
From Senti?
It was mostly Dima and Rakata with big numbers.
Where's Senti's melee? I can see. Ah, there we go. Still coming. Okay, it's not that bad actually.
I really hope that Bartean ends up making this baker because he always starves. If this would be like a normal game, like not Mint, I would probably wish for him to make it, but
Of course. Can
but
really do
not
this.
now.
Yeah.
Oh look, here's
Boss made some militia. What's the plan here? What's the deal with Desti here? He can be easily called.
I
Okay,
think they want
noticed
to
that.
try to sandwich them. Dima's gonna. They want to try to sandwich us.
Lose something? Okay, strange. But okay, Dima managed to go to the right side with his spikes, which was his point here, I guess.
think Bullet might have to split his bows.
Mhm.
And his team needs to be helping him here because otherwise, like, he can easily take on Desta's army 1 versus 1, but
It seems like this. Never mind. Thought he's gonna catch those horses, but
oh, they're fighting here.
I can't even see where they called. Ah, here. There we go. So Dima got called.
Okay, and they're fighting here. And now Bullet needs to make up his mind where he's gonna shoot to. Okay, he's gonna shoot to the right.
Uh-huh. There's a fight on
But
the
they,
left as well.
so Easter doesn't have any shooters here. Like, aside from this small group from Teon, they don't really shoot a lot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and some of Bullet's bows are not even shooting, which means it's I don't know, pretty bad.
Yeah, this will be like even, I think.
The right
Oh, but they're actually breaking through here anyways.
Yeah. Not too good for Bullet.
But
And
Bullet,
Para.
his spikes will be out of combat soon.
Yeah.
So he can save his own bows. I think it's
Not
not looking
really.
bad.
But look at
I think
Para.
Eastar is winning. Eastar is winning.
Oh, yeah, on the left. Look at the left. Maxes is pursuing Senti. This is kind of strange.
Oh, I wouldn't send this. He should really split those spikes.
Oh.
Oh, but Eastar really won. Like, they won everywhere.
Oh.
Probably GG.
Yeah, might be pretty close on the right. They can still fight, you know. It's not over here.
Yeah, but this is over.
Oh, indeed. One thing I didn't expect here is Max S killing of Senti and kind of Dima on the left side.
I
Like,
think Senti was probably helping the fight in the middle. Like, Moxas was only fighting like half of their army, which is great. At least I think so, I'm not too sure, I was mainly focusing on the fight on the right.
yeah, same here, but I didn't see Senti sending too much to the right. So,
It was really surprising that it won so hard here, because they didn't shoot that fight at all. Yeah, and Dima's base is gonna be ruined.
it's pretty strange though, because both teams still have some troops. So it can kind of go both ways, even if there's not a lot of chance for Dima to save his base at the moment. Senti isn't doing his best job here with the reinforcements either.
Yeah, he's wasting them.
Exactly. If you can call 3 militias and 3 bows and reinforcements, of course. So now they're gonna fight in Dima's base, but doesn't seem like they have a lot of a chance. Maybe Desti will try to attack here on Bullet, I think. Like, what else he can do?
But this barracks will be for sure. There's no way to save this barracks anymore.
Yeah, it will be like 3v4, which might not go too good. But if Desti is quick enough about destroying Bullet, which will not happen because Bara is taking back his horses, then there is a chance they can destroy his barracks as well, try to invade his base. I tried that. They shouldn't call it GG right now.
Oh, it's GG.
But they still have army, they could really try to something here. Like, move back these forces to the right and attack Bullet. There's not a lot of chance, but
Yeah, but
you could try this.
Eastar has like at least twice more units.
Yeah, but they're still spread around the map. There's like... They should have tried to do something like this. And they're kind of trying to save Dima's base, which will not work. Okay, seems like that's it. They resign.
Well, surprising result.
Yeah, very surprising. Like I said, it was pretty even, but I wouldn't suspect PN will lose so swiftly.
Yeah, it seemed like they attacked, which was
Yeah,
a
I
weird
wasn't
attack.
sure what happened on the right side. Did Dima catch or got caught by Bullet? I think I'll just see the
Yeah,
save in a
it seemed like
second.
PN was kinda trying to start the fight, and then he got out in an awkward way.
Mhm.
But
Well,
like Barteon had like 10 bows, so I thought they wouldn't win that hard in the middle,
and they did.
and they did win anyways.
I think I'll just turn on the replay in a while, but I'm looking through the graphs and I can see Dima had quite a lot of citizens on his power block, while Bullet had more or less same stuff as everyone, for whatever reason, just a bit more
I
houses.
mainly need to see what happened on the left side, because Max has
Yeah,
40
that
units
too.
lost and 100 kills. So something, if you look at Centurion's stats, he has only 30 kills, so something went really horrible on the left side.
Yeah, really pretty
And
interesting to see.
I think both of us were watching the battle on the right.
Yeah, indeed.
I never want to like zoom out too much when I'm spectating, because
I zoomed out so maybe our viewers saw it, but I was kind of looking on the right side most of the time. Like, you know, literally looking with my own eyes, not with the screen. So, I'm on the replay, almost in peacetime. Let's see what happened.
yeah, I'm gonna start the replay as well. But nice job from you, Stars. Pretty nice job.
Yeah. Pretty surprising.
Yeah, and Bullet really knows that location. He had a really nice spam.
Okay, I'm looking at the pistol armies again. So Dima has 15 horses and 45 leather, 20 pikes, while Bullet has 18 horses, 52 leather, 24 pikes, so a bit better, but 7 recruits less. No, 8 recruits less. So pretty similar armies. I'd say almost the same. A bit more recruits from Dima and a bit more horses from Bullet. More or less similar stuff. Senti, 30 bowmen. He lacks about 20 wooden weapons. And only 53 recruits. 22 swords, 28 armors and shields. Only 4 horses. It's not that great, but it's okay. Rakieta 30, 40, 12. Pretty nice, especially for this lock. Yeah, I'll just go through the other parts quicker. Baratheon only 21 leather. Boss, not too bad. Max has 37 leather with weapons for it. 60 recruits, it's kinda fine. 25 armors and shields and 21 swords. Only 2 horses. Looks a bit better than what I expected from Max S. Not too bad. So maybe there wasn't that much of a difference. Anyway, but let's see the battle.
Yeah, it starts at 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Okay, so I'll stop the replay right now and take a basic look at the situation. So on the far left side, Max S is standing. I'm not sure what you can see right now, but he's standing right now.
Yeah, what is your game time exactly?
4:13.
Okay, try to go to 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 24 seconds.
Okay, I'll stop the replay then.
Yeah, stop it at 24 seconds.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so on the right side you see Dima's pics are like
Yeah, he
caught
just.
but in a really big snake.
It's like
The
he
bullet,
tried to catch the horses, I think, but the horses gone to the right and then he couldn't go backwards. I'm not sure. I saw some
Yes.
movement towards the horses.
So at this point, I thought that for the right side, that Bullet would have to split his bows and then focus partly on the right side and partly on the middle. But he decided just to focus on the right side, which might even be better, just because now he doesn't get flanked and lose everything. And like it's a good choice to put his horses all in front of his bows there on the right side. So I think Bullet did a good job there.
His bows weren't shooting all the time though, like he's one line on the back.
And then if you...
Nice.
Yeah, that's true, but a few bows out of combat is not a big deal.
Okay.
And then if you look at Baratheon, like he pretty much has like a direct road towards Rocketta's bows now, because the pikes are already fighting, and the melee from Rocketta is like far behind his bows.
Yeah, indeed.
So Rocketta will need to move his bows, and like he can't fight easily, and then the melee has to come around in a snake, and just not clean fighting. It looks like Dima will send his horse to help Rocketta, which is a good choice, like to give Rocketta some time. And then on the left side, it seems like Max S and Centurion will just have a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, but it doesn't look too good for Senti, I think. I think the position is a bit better for Max S, if there's any difference. Maybe that's why...
Yeah, he's standing sideways, and there's a really big difference in terms of melee. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start playing it now on like normal speed.
Same here. Okay, so yeah, just
like you can see Rocketta is moving back his bows, like they aren't really comfortable. His melee is still not in front. And then Centurion is just straight up winning. Losing hard, like Max S is winning. It's just a 1 versus 1 there, and Max S is just...
a bit better with troops, yeah, a bit more troops.
Oh, and Boss is on 2 horses there, flanking. Do you see that? On the left side, like he's cleaning up all the bows.
Ah, yeah, indeed. Must have helped as well, but I'm not even sure that was needed. It's kind of interesting what happened here.
Yeah, I can't see your beacons or anything.
Of course. I mean, Bullet, he didn't really lose on the right. But
yeah, just because he had so many bow shooting.
Oh, okay, he managed to unhook his the pikes, just like you said when it was live. And in the meantime, Raketa lost all his melee and horses in the middle because he was kind of surrounded from every side. And at this point already, Istar has no troops on the, especially melee, on the right side. And there's complete GG on the left side, so I think I'll stop right there.
Yeah, I think after this first battle it's just GG, like there's no reason to keep playing.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. I'll definitely try to stream the final game whenever it happens. I kind of think it might be next Sunday. Would be kind of traditional. So we'll see about that. So what else can we say? Thanks for
No, I
everyone.
think like we both think that Field FPS is the favorites, but it's not like like it's gonna be a clear win.
Yeah, they might screw
Like
up.
bullets, and just like Boss didn't really do it that much this game, but they can both really spam a lot. And Kochi's, whether it's Bobs or Yahoo, I don't really think they spam a lot. So you know,
Yeah.
I think Eastar can have more army, like, and we'll just see if they use it well.
Yeah, much might depend on the map choice though. This map is kind of like some logs are pretty nice, especially power logs, but then you have logs
This
like
log, they
7.
will never play. They will never play this log. This map. 300 FPS will ban this map always.
There's a chance. You might be right.
Anyways, I will talk to you later.
Okay. So thanks for commentating with me, and thanks to all who are watching us. And see you next time when we do the final stream, perhaps. So yeah, bye bye.